just had a moment to kind of review the past weeks and stuff. And so aside from my little daily talks and walks, I did do 2 Reiki videos, I believe. One was the thigh one, and that's helped me continue to run. So technically I'm restarting running again and hopefully keeping it longer. You know, my husband has been doing it for 2 years. Every week he does it, and he got up to a point of 3 days a week. He backed it back down a little bit to, 1 to 2, sometimes 3. Just depends on, again, if someone joins him or not. And for myself, yeah, I really need it. It feels good. And I mean, I'm not pushing as hard through the pain like I was before, where I'm trying to run fast. Like, I'm enjoying super slow jog, fast enough to kind of pass people, but sometimes it is slow where I'm like, am I going to pass that person? So my second video, though, is the swollen foot one, and it was for my mom. And I'm definitely noticing more and more that if I try to do healings for her, knock on wood, they're quite successful, they're quite fast, and it is because she definitely has that strong intention, especially health-wise. And then I also want that so that she doesn't have to keep going to even more specialists. Just these past years, it's just been a different body part for her, and I kept like feeling so frustrated and so like, give me a break. But at the same time, maybe haven't gone through that. Like, I ended up doing either some kind of Reiki, some kind of prayer, some kind of Bengston, some, written manifestation, something. And she's experienced a lot of the blessings, like one year she was supposed to have eye surgery and it kept getting delayed. Like, there was issues. First, the insurance randomly changed, threw a whole bunch of people off. And so then we end up having to reset everything, like go back to scratch, kind of start from the beginning for some reason. And then there was just like delay in booking, then other issues. And then she finally went in for like a prep. And as they were checking her eyes again, the strangest thing happened. The doctor literally said, I cannot explain why she has she's miraculously healed, essentially. And that was when I prayed with my friend and I told her about that, and everyone's been in awe about that. Like, I told my cousin about it too. I forget what it was, that how she found out. Oh, maybe like my mom told her mom or something. So yeah, and then what's the other one? Like, knock on wood, she had stomach issues, and I've been trying to work with her these past few years on, again, don't just randomly eat stuff. Like, you've got to watch for your sugar, then you've got to watch for your cholesterol, and now you've got to watch for too much sodium and stuff. And she's just getting lazier with cooking and cleaning, and even though it's just herself and she has all day, but she just, one, doesn't know what to eat and cook, and again, just that laziness. So she was struggling with the GERDs, and then that, she just wouldn't lay off of it. Like, I think someone talked to her about it and kind of like forced her to kind of go and get like the full exams and stuff. And so of course she did the ultrasound, and then she had to do the CT scan, and now she's wondering what happened. Then she had to do the MRI, and then she ended up being allergic to the contrast, which then put her in the ER. It was this whole ordeal. And anyways, it's been a year over where she was with the gastroenterologist, I can't say it, that specialist, which ended up being brief, but she's now with oh my gosh, it's the liver specialist. So she's been through, I think, at least 3 CT scans where they kind of like space it out more, you know, where they say, okay, next time is 3 months, okay, next time is 6 months, okay, next time is 9 months, okay, next time is 1 year, you know. Hopefully the next one is like, see you next year kind of thing, or see you never, which would be great. So they spotted a, what did they call it? A lesion. And it was like the size of a bean, I think is what they said. And they were trying to monitor to see if it grew. It wasn't growing, thankfully. And they think that it's because of where it is and the shunting, which it's like making it look worse than it is. And everything's been fine, you know. And so that was that. That one, gosh, I forgot what I've done for that one. But the most recent thing, like I said, with the foot swelling and just kind of a lot of, like, she was supposed to go to a podiatrist specialist, and I had to tell her, like, hey, you don't want a surgery, right? Because that was kind of like the same thing with the liver lesion. Hope it doesn't evolve into something worse, you know. And then try to get her to, again, to get off the sodium, get her to, like, put her feet up more, get her to, more importantly, drink more water, because I think she only drinks 4 cups a day. And I started adding, like, giving her some electrolyte water, so at least it tastes better, and also maybe she'll take in the water better. And so the first week when I came back, it was like, okay, it's coming down. It's like, it's not going up. It's not red. It's not more swollen, you know, more painful, that kind of stuff. But it was still a little painful. So then, my husband helped to ask his 2 friends, and they recommended 2 different acupuncturists, and she just refused to go. So I was thinking, what else can I do? And then I had this idea about either the tea and also, like, more important, the Epsom salt thing. So thankfully, I think the Epsom salt kind of did the most benefit. Like it's almost, to me, where it's not noticeable. The skin and texture doesn't look as funky as it did last week. She said it's not hurting anymore to walk, but I just kind of remind her, take it easy, continue to drink water with the electrolytes, continue to cut down on the sodium. It was a lot, ironically, it was the packaged udons. You know, she went from packaged ramen to packaged udon. Oh, goodness. So I was just, like, thinking about this, and I guess it's really bittersweet, because on the one hand, I'm glad she's healed from all these things. But on the other hand, I always wonder, like, about myself, and why can't I do that for myself? And then I think, okay, it does work. It just takes a little longer for me for whatever reason. And maybe it's, you know, testing my efforts, right? Testing all that stuff. But yeah, I did notice, like, when a friend prayed for me, and that was my intention, like, it became even more powerful. So I'm super, super thankful for that. So going forth, I mean, I tried this with a different channel before. I tried doing a mix of Reiki and tarot reading, and I felt like the Reiki was a little more accepted. So on this channel, I kind of was trying to mix, like, talking with Reiki. I guess I'm still trying to figure out, like, what's next, where I want to take this. Is this just for me? Is it for the people? I don't know. And maybe, you know, let go of that expectation even, because everything I do has to be so planned thoroughly. And yet, ironically, I'm in that phase where I kind of do need a game plan. I kind of do need to know, like, what exactly am I wanting to do? What are my passions? If I pursue my passion, which one can I see doing long run, and maybe even helping me switch career, for instance, and which is much needed. And then which one would I feel the most joy with also, and which one will potentially be the most ease. I don't know if that's the right word. You know, like I don't want to struggle anymore. I want it to be where it's a little nicer, and therefore I'll continue doing it more, like even, you know, not just long term, but, you know, not just even monthly, like not just weekly, like maybe even more frequently, or who knows, you know, I'll adjust. So also the difference now is learning different stuff regarding Reiki, having learned also Bengston, and having learned more manifestations, and just trial and error too. I feel like my Reikis are different now. Like I don't feel them as much when I'm doing them. Like before, I I would really feel it, you know, and I would feel the heat. I would feel all these things. It's a lot more quiet now, but I guess I'm kind of seeing the result more in a way. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm totally also infusing, like I said, before it was sort of like one and done, if that makes sense. And the only thing like additional was maybe if I had a clairvoyant image, or I would hear a song, for instance, or something. This time it's kind of like I'm trying to layer on 3 intentions, you know, like for hers, for instance, it was sort of not just the, it was also, you know, not just the intention of reducing the swelling, but just also, I have to go look at it. You know, I think I wrote it in the description, but, you know, it could have been like healthy lifestyle, helpful people, the effects of a massage, I don't know, like for the ointments, whatever else it was, you know, which I think definitely is the game changer. So I'm super happy with the progress in that terms, and I look forward to seeing what happens next, you know. And I think I would like to pursue this, but I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. I think it might be a lot more videos of me kind of talking kind of like this first, just to kind of, I think I need to know for myself first. Such a strange place, very strange. And ironically, I'm